I'm sitting on another roof, fixing this wall over here, removing all of the old pointing and putting in some new pointing because they had a leak along the top of the flashing. But I just thought I would give you a little update because it's beautiful up here and it's really quiet this morning. You can hear the birds. London's pretty amazing whenever you get to sit in the rooftop and like just chill. I would rather be in the hobby shed though. So with this project, the Argonath, I was starting to think maybe I will just release the book nook, or not the book nook, the bookends, without turning it into the river and doing a whole big diorama thing. But then basically tonight my plan is to go back and start carving all of the rock textures, carving out the base a little bit so that I can pour some resin in, sealing all the foam, blending it together with the model. And I've also ordered some really small scale trees for this one, which is super cool. What? There's something in my eye. Yeah, I've not used small scale, like they're basically trees for train tracks, or you know, the guys who make trains. I might have to change the stumps a little bit because the stumps are like plasticky. But other than that, they look really nice. So maybe at the end of today, once I've finished up here, I'll go to the shed and I'll show you those trees. But yeah, let me give you a little my view for the day. I'm going to stand up on this parapet well here, and I'll give you a full 360 of how I get to work today. So this is my setup. I'm going to be fixing that wall. That's all been covered over because it's all exposed at the minute. I need to fix that part. But yeah, look at this. Isn't that cool? The view over there is not as great, but the view, I think that's a fantastic view across London City. And I love that little building there with the clock tower on it. Isn't that so cute? That'd be a nice shape to make and craft at some point. But anyway, I'll get on with my work. Once I've done all of the pointing and fixed up everything I'm going to fix today, I will show you what it was. Also, I'm not just doing that side of the wall, by the way. Let's cross over. Down in the gully here. Let's turn it around. Dust everywhere. Back home from a long day on a roof, and my Amazon package has arrived. Apparently there's 70 trees in here, which I find hard to believe. 70 miniature trees. That's a very small package, right? We're going to open it up and find out. Try to do it one-handed. Oh, very cool. Oh, how cute is that? They're so cool. That's really nice. I really like that. They've got some bigger ones as well. So these are going to go with my Argonath diorama. That one needs bent back into straightness. Sorry for the terrible camera work. So it's 8 o'clock. I'm about to do bedtime with my daughter. And you want to know something else that's really cool, guys? Our bedtime story at the minute is The Hobbit. Let me go and get it and I'll show you what we're doing. Here we go. So I bought the Hobbit graphic novel. I did try reading The Hobbit to my daughter last year. We didn't get past the first chapter because it was too much and there were no pictures. So I bought the Hobbit graphic novel, which is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that. And we've been reading it for about a week. Maybe like 3 or 4 pages a day. And she's absolutely loving it. And the cool thing about this book is, yeah, you don't have all of the fluffed out language, and you don't have to read as much, but the story's all there. They don't skip any part of the story. It's done in pictures, and you do still get some of the main dialogue, like for instance, riddles in the dark. You have all of the riddles present, all of that sort of stuff. So if you've got a little person that you want to do The Hobbit with, but they're not quite yet ready, then this is great. Anyway, I'll probably do another little part of this update out in the shed after bedtime, because we're gonna make more diorama stuff happen. Okay, see you in a minute. Woohoo! Bedtime was successful. We did the next chapter of the Hobbit chapter in the illustrated novel, and we did the section where Thorin gets taken into the elves' lair in Mirkwood. Bilbo turns invisible and the rest of the dwarves go into Mirkwood. So we're just about to find Bilbo being Barrel Rider. My daughter doesn't know any of this stuff, and that's so exciting for me because, yeah, I get to share that all from a new perspective, which is so cool. Yay! My daughter's getting into Middle-earth, and that's so cool. Anyway, update. As you can see, we're creating a base for the Argonath. Of course, there's going to be a proper big long video about how I made this whole project. But obviously, I'm doing things a bit differently these days, just because I want to be on YouTube and interact with all of you guys. So yeah, I've been carving this away. I am trying to blend some foam texture into the resin model here, but obviously this is taking me time and work is kicking my ass, and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in real life anyway. But I figured that this year on YouTube, I'm going to be a bit more just real and open about what's actually happening, and just film the process as I go and show you bits and pieces. But I am filming this whole project to make one of my Nat One videos style videos as well, but that will come out when it comes out, and I've got no doubt that it'll be one of those videos where, well, I don't have a doubt. What I'm trying to say is I'm going to put a lot of effort into making a really cool video about this project, you know, that I'm really enjoying. I'll put a lot of effort into making a video step by step showing how I'm doing this, and it will come out at some point very, very soon. Well, I say very soon, hopefully very soon. And yeah, but in the meantime, I'm just going to let you guys know what's happening, and I'm updating you. And this is a project I'm working on. When I can, I get out here maybe a couple of hours, 3 or 4 hours, maybe 5 hours in the week. Anyway, forget all that. The main takeaway from this video that I'm excited about this week, in my hobby and passion update, is that my daughter's getting into The Hobbit. That's the coolest thing. I'm getting to do a bit of Lord of the Rings dioramas out here. I'm getting to be on the top of a roof and have an amazing view at work at the minute. I don't always have an amazing view, trust me. Sometimes it's just brick walls, but at the minute, life's pretty cool. Tonight, we had such a cool story time with The Hobbit, and it's actually just reigniting all my passion again for Middle-earth and all the stuff that I love, which is cool. I've been so excited and hoped for so long to do Middle-earth, The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit with her, and introduce it to her and hope that she was into it. And the fact that she's excited about it, that's so cool, guys. It's so cool. Like, I'm so happy. But yeah, in terms of this project video, hopefully sooner rather than later. Maybe by the time it comes out, I'll have shown you everything anyway, and you might not be interested in watching my really stylish, kind of more slick video. But yeah, I want to do it anyway, because that's the way life is right now. And if I'm on YouTube, this is the only way I can do it these days. So yeah, that's it. Hope you're all well. If you enjoyed this little update, guys, you could help me by leaving me a comment, ask me a question down below, because if you ask me a question, then I'll give you interaction. Of course, I'm going to reply. Let's have a little conversation down there in the comments, and that will help me boost this video. I'm not expecting this video to be a big video. But yeah, if I'm doing YouTube, I've got to do it in new terms, totally differently. That doesn't mean to say that I am giving up on making cool, slick content the way I want to do, the way I had envisaged beforehand. I just have to keep this thing breathing and alive, pumping the chest of my channel by, yeah, interacting with reality and you guys. So if you're here for the journey, that's great. Every time I've posted a video like this, I usually lose a handful of subscribers, and that's fine, because that means you're not for me. If you didn't like this content, that's okay. If you like this content, yay! One of us. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.